am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Oh man, CO. First
What we
show.
doing, man?
It's 2020, man.
Yo, it's 2020. It's the first show, the first come up of the year.
Oh man,
You know what I'm saying? We
Yes,
represent
sir.
hard on this one, Lloyd G. What's good, man?
And I'm gonna tell you, man, this is the perfect guest that we got to start the new year off right, 2020, man. So let's go ahead and give a big round of applause for my man Y.K Supe in the building.
Y.K Supe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, yo, listen, man. We gonna jump right into it. Supe, I gotta let you know, man, that I've come across a lot of different artists over the last, 20 plus years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just being associated with hip hop. And I gotta tell you, you were absolutely one of my favorite artists, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just the ability that you have, the style that you have. But I think overall, my favorite thing about you as an artist and as a person is the intelligence and the fact that you're just a stand-up man in general, bro.
For sure. For sure, man. Love, bro. Appreciate that, man.
Indeed.
You already know,
So
man.
I definitely want to welcome you out to the show, bro.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here, man.
Man, so let's jump right into it, man, because the people got to understand exactly who you are and who we got in our presence, bro.
Most definitely, man.
When it comes to hip-hop, give me your fondest and earliest memory in terms of hip-hop, man.
My earliest memory in terms of hip-hop, I would say I vaguely remember it. My mom actually had to remind me. But when I was young, probably like 2 or 3, before I understood like really how to, write for real and different things like that, and you learn your colors. Back in the day, I used to have this Toy Story little boom box. It had like the little, you could put the tape in there, had the little microphone and all that. And let her tell it. When I used to like color or whatever, I understood my colors by then, and I knew what album it was by the color of the tape.
Oh, wow.
So if it was Reasonable Doubt, that's the blue one. If it was Life After Death by Biggie, that's the purple one. If it was Illmatic, it was the red one, and I used to pop the tape in there and just color, draw, whatever. So that hip-hop seed was planted pretty early, man.
I tell you
He
what,
just rolled
man.
off like 3 classics, like back to back to back.
Classics, you know what I'm saying, that he had the opportunity to listen to coming up. I'm talking about young, before he could even really spell and read and all of that.
Right.
Let alone knew what it meant.
Oh, yeah.
Most definitely.
So, you know what I'm saying? But what I heard is when you said that is you were around hip-hop at a very, very early age.
Yeah.
So that lets me know that somebody in your home was putting you on some of those classes,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
Who was that, man?
Man, that was my mom, man. That was my OG, man. That's my mama, man, / like big sister. We grew up together, and having a young parent, I'm listening to whatever she got on, So if it was Biggie and it was Scarface, all right, cool. If it was Erykah Badu, Floetry, it's gonna be that.
Wow.
If it's gonna be T.I., if it's gonna be Gucci and Jeezy, it's gonna be that. Whatever was on, I couldn't touch the radio no way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I'm grateful for that, because them little seeds ended up growing and, and helping me form into the artist that I am today, man. So shout out to her.
No doubt.
I think that you are really making a great segue yourself, you know what I'm saying, in terms of you speaking about who the artist, that you came to be. Now, for people who don't know, and as we get into it, you've had a long journey, bro.
Long journey.
You know what I'm saying? And so tell us where you're from, actually.
I'm from Chicago, man, the east side of Chicago. But a fun fact, though, this is the first interview I'm actually making it clear. I used to live on the north side of the city first. And I used to move every year and a half, every 2 years. But the place where I was at the longest was the east side of Chicago, man. People say from State to the Lake, but it's from Stony Island to the lake. That's the east side.
Okay.
Clearing that up.
So, again, I spoke to you all, when we started, and I told you one of my favorite things is the intelligence of this young man. Now, Now you actually graduated, high school, and then you decided to take your talents down south.
Yeah.
And pursue higher education.
Yeah.
So, what made you want to do that, and where did you attend, bro?
Well, first and foremost, I wasn't really too big on going to college at first. I had 3.5 GPA in high school, but growing up, my grandfather was a barber. My uncles were barbers, so that was like a respectable job to have. So in my mind, I'm like, yo, when I graduate college, when I graduate high school, I'm gonna just cut hair.
Yeah.
But around 2012 in the city, it was like a lot of murders. This was a lot of stuff going on in the city. This is when they called it Chirac. I ain't calling it that though.
Okay.
But and then my mom was like, yo, I just want you to go somewhere. I don't care where you go. I just want you to go from around here. So I was like, all right, well, where you want me to go? Because I really don't want to go nowhere.
Yeah.
If I ain't playing basketball somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's when my high school counselor brought up HBCUs. I didn't even know what that was, honestly. And he was like, yo, with these type of grades and what you got going on, I feel like you'll flourish. And he called my mom. So when I came home, she was like, yo, you need to look into some schools. I'm like, all right, I'll go wherever. It was really whatever for the longest. And I'm like, but I want to see. Like, I never been to, it was Alabama A&M, it was Hampton, it was all that. And I was so tired of being on the road. I'm like, the first school we go to, that's where I'm going. And it just so happened to be Alabama A&M.
Wow.
And the rest was history.
Wow.
Because I was always wondering what your connection was to Huntsville, but you just explained it. And the roadmap is about to be crazy as we go on this this journey. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I first met you, was it the Metro PCS joint?
It was Metro PCS Cypher, yo.
So I walk in, I got my girls with me, you know what I'm saying? And he knows I'm an old school head, so lyrics mean everything.
Yeah.
We're going to break down some stuff later. And I hear you and another cat freestyle, and I go, whoa. I said, okay, we done got real again in the Ville. You know what I'm saying? So I got a quick question, man.
Yeah.
Just, do you consider yourself a lyricist, a songwriter? Because when I listen to your music, I hear it float kind of in between the two. You'll kind of be flowing, and then you'll hit that last 16 and straight murder it.
I'm straight murder it. I would honestly say both because I know how to make hit records. I know how to freestyle. I know how to battle, and I ghostwrite for other artists as well, singers and rappers. So take Drake, take Jay-Z, take Meek Mill, take Gucci Mane, slap them together, put them in a pot, sprinkle some Chicago, and here you go.
Okay.
And see, you know what I'm saying? That's something that you seldom find in terms of artists, specifically hip-hop.
Yeah.
Somebody that can, take you on the block, you know what I'm saying, and battle you, you know what I'm saying, and eat good. We got the Gumbo Network in the house.
Shout out to the Gumbo Network.
And eat good.
Eat good.
But also take you to the studio, make a hit record, you know what I'm saying, also deliver bars, substance, you know what I'm saying, and just overall make a good song, man. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you rarely find all in one particular artist, man.
It's all glory to God, because I live many different walks of life. So that's one reason why. And I'm just lucky to be born in the era that I was born in. I was born in 94. So like I said, in my younger ages, I was the original hip-hop classic, boom, bap, real rap was already embedded in me young, right? But then when you start to get older and you a little kid and you start to sing and dance, that's when we, Young Jock, Soulja Boy. You still can't tell me nothing about Soulja Boy to this day. I ain't gonna front, right? And then you go 2010, 2011, 2012 when I'm in high school, right? Well, 2012, 2008, 2009, throughout that whole series, the drill music comes.
Yeah.
Chief Keef, King Louis, all them, and that's part of my generation as well. And then I migrate to the South where I gotta adapt when I start taking rap seriously because I understood in this industry, it doesn't matter how good you are as a lyricist. It's about can you make songs. And down south, I got that reality check real quick. It don't matter how lyrical you are. Can you compose this record that can make me move?
Right.
And just doing the studying that I was doing, I just ended up figuring out how to do it all to make myself a complete artist. So when my time comes, I would be ready. So like you said, if somebody called me out to battle, I can do that, right? But if you ask me to write, I got a song with Beanie Man and Kurt Cobain. It's a Caribbean record, right?
That joint is crazy, by the way.
People don't see that coming. If you see me battle at Valet Boutique on Jordan Lane, you wouldn't think I would have a Caribbean joint with Beanie Man that's thriving, right? But it's just being a music savant, is really what keeps me intrigued because it's not really about the money so much for me and all of that. I just want to be the best at my craft, period. And that has brought me this far.
And I share that with a lot of different artists, falling in love with your art form, with your craft. You know what I'm saying? If you work hard, the money will come, things like that. But do you know the ins and outs of the particular artistry? And just knowing that how serious you take it and how well studied you are just within music, you know what I'm saying, hip hop specifically, and that's something I take to heart and I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, as somebody who enjoys hip hop.
Oh, most definitely, man, and it's all glory to God once again, because when I decided that rap was what I was going to do with music, I took it seriously. Like, you ask one of my friends, I watch interviews, documentaries, more than I watch cable. Like, for a minute, when Power was hot, I couldn't tell you what was going on with Power, because if I wasn't writing the rap, I'm watching the interview. If I ain't watching the interview, I'm reading a book about the music industry. If I ain't doing that, I'm watching documentaries of Rockefeller and Dipset and QC and Young Money, Cash Money, all that, like steady studying it, because while you chilling, it's somebody else, you know, who working, right? So keeping that mentality keeps me like, I got to be ready, because I never know when my opportunity is going to come, you know?
Man, that's powerful. Now, I want to go back to 2012. Now enters Y.K Supe, Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah.
Alabama A&M.
Yep.
Let's pick up from right there, bro.
Cool,
Tell us
let's
about
do
that
it.
experience.
All right, so we come down here to an open house. It's this thing called Sora. I didn't even go to that. I went to the open house when we were supposed to go on our college tour. I'm like, I ain't even know what Huntsville was, right? I never been to Alabama before in my life, so I'm thinking like country, middle of nowhere, farm, barn. That's what I'm thinking. So my whole time I'm complaining in my mind like, man, how I'm gonna take off and rap here, right? And I get here, and it's good weather.
Yeah.
It's beautiful women.
Beautiful women.
The food was good at a gas station. Never had that before.
Yeah.
Some of the best food, man.
We went in the gym. They done played Chief Keef.
Right.
I say, yeah. I'm like, Ma, this is school right here. She's like, we got 3 more schools to hit. I'm like, no, we don't. We going back to the crib. I'm going right here. I'm tired of being on the road. I done seen enough. My mics done got dirty from this red clay. You know, like, this way it's gonna go down at. So I get here. And now in high school I played with Anthony Davis. You know, like I didn't play AAU on some of the people who are in the NBA right now, right? So I was chasing a hoop dream forever.
Real quick, that's Anthony Davis from the Lakers.
From the Browns.
He played with LeBron James,
Just wanted to make sure we missed that.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, yep. D.A.D. My first manager is his blood cousin. Shout out to Rashai, FYF. And I get here and I tell myself, I'm like, yo, I'm in school. But, I mean, shoot, I see I ain't going to be the next LeBron James. I ain't grow. I ain't 6'5". I ain't. But I could be the next Jay-Z if I set my mind to it.
Wow.
So while I was in school, I just used school as a tool to elevate myself for music, right? So in the HBCUs, we take homecoming very seriously. We take spring week very seriously. So I figured, I'm like, if I show that I'm the best rapper on this campus, then they should let me open up for these artists, which will give me exposure amongst my student body, which will help build my following, right? Which will help build my network, which will hopefully get me where I want to go.
Right.
With no direction, no team at the time, or any of that, just winging it. And God just opened door after door after door after door. And it was hard at first because being in a place where I'm not from, you know, not having much money, you know, struggling college student just like everybody else, and then trying to rap and learning, like, man, it take money, right, to invest into this. This is the music business, right? So now I'm grinding, working hard, getting money to go to the studio, you know, doing different things like that. And then after a while, I guess my friends seen me believing in myself so much and steady working, then the team starts to form. My boy Flock, who was just a DJ at first, which turned into lead producer. My boy Raj over there, who the head of security, right? And so on and so forth. So now God done put me with a team, right? So now I'm feeling invincible now because I've always done everything on my own, record on my own. I done took the megabus from Alabama to Miami on my own, this and that. So I didn't really need nobody to push me. I just needed some help. And right after I graduated, YKMG was formed. I got my degree in sociology with a minor in psychology. I opened up like 8 times. I opened up for Gucci Mane, Young Dolph, Juicy J, Meek Mill, I'm Young Thug, right? And at this point, I'm like, yo, rap, this is what it is, right? So when I got my degree, I graduated December 2016. My mom like, yo, you did it. What's next? And I was like, yo, I'm going to take off with my career in music, and it went from there.
So, Supe, I hate to interrupt you, bro.
Yeah.
But this young man, again, the intelligence, you know what I'm saying, came down here, formulated a plan, you know what I'm saying, and then while pursuing his degree, he was also able to put a plan together as to how he was going to make his come up, you know what I'm saying, with the music as well. Let's just get a round of applause for that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Take a drink to that.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So now, with all of that understood, now enters the Who Got Bars.
Oh, yeah, the Who Got Bars and all that, yup.
And you set that on fire. That's the first place where I came in and I saw, like, talented after talented MC get on the mic and just display verbal skills that and they were artists from all different parts of the country.
That's true.
As well, you know, and you were really going for yours, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a cakewalk. There was some MCs in that thing.
That's a fact.
It was.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And so you were able to make it to be a finalist in the Who Got Bars.
Yes.
Now, I want to kind of take them on a bit of a journey.
Okay.
Now, here comes the next thing that we got. Radio station 103.1 We Up puts together a cipher, Metro PCS cipher.
Shout out to Metro PCS.
And there was some spitters in there too. So we went on a 3-month journey through different Metro PCS locations.
Yep.
And we had different ciphers. You had to qualify per round, you know what I'm saying, in order to make it to the next one. And then you make it to the final round, and you end up walking away with the grand title for the Metro PCS freestyle battle. Bro, that's dope in itself. But this next one, you got the Verizon, is it 50?
Freestyle 50, yup.
Challenge. Bro, you got to explain that to us, bro.
All right, well, let me kick it back just a half step. I want to make it clear for anybody
Certainly.
watching. I never won Who Got Bars, right? I won the juice, but I never won. But I'm glad that I didn't win because that put a different level of hunger inside of me because I was confused. Like, I was bringing my best. I was doing that more than my homework. Like, we had to rap like over 5 beats in a 3-day preparation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in my room all day throwing paper balls over the shoulder like I got to be, right? And that kind of turned my competitiveness up as an MC. So by the time 2015 hit, I never lost after that.
Wow.
2012 I lost, 2013 I lost, 2014 I lost. So I graduated in 16, so by 15, it was too heavy, right? So by the time the Metro PCS came, it's a whole different giant you dealing with because I done went to Atlanta, right? Doing open mics in places where I don't even know where I'm at, the hood, for real, where everybody know everybody and I'm winning. Now my confidence is up because out of 25 guys, you number one in Atlanta, right? And people bringing their whole hood with them. Atlanta support they artists for real. They coming in deep before Lotto Savage got signed, before Euro Gotti got signed. I beat these cats in open mic. So Huntsville was like, I can't lose, right? And then that's what ended up doing that. So after I graduate college, right, 2016, and I say that I'm going to pursue my career in music, 2017 comes. This is the year of the Freestyle 50.
Yeah.
And my grandfather ended up dying of cancer, God rest his soul. But he always wanted me to be an entertainer. He never cared about grades, none of that for real. He an Army old school cat. So he was like, yo, you an entertainer. Forget all that. So when he died, I took it seriously. And it just was like, I gotta make it for my grandfather. And this is when the Freestyle 50 challenge comes, which I wasn't gonna do. I didn't even know about it. I was going through a tough time in life. Man, I lost my car. I lost my crib.
Wow.
I lost my grandfather. Man, I lost a lot. Every month I was taking a blow, like, to the highest level. And if I had more time to talk, I'd tell you. But I guess that gives us a segue for another part, too.
Indeed, yes, sir.
On the Come Up Show, right?
Yes, sir.
No doubt, no
But
doubt.
so at this point, I asked God, I say, God, if music is really meant for me, give me a sign. And after that, a friend of mine tagged me on Instagram on this post, and I ignored it. And then my notifications just kept going off. My phone was in the kitchen. I'm making some noodles. Yeah. My pockets is low, so I'm eating noodles and drinking water.
Tell the truth,
I lost a lot of weight during this time, stress.
Wow.
And one of my friends called me Mondo, who calls everybody trash, always cracking jokes.
Shout out to Mondo, man.
Shout out to Mondo. He called me. He said, yo, you seen what I just tagged you in? I'm like, yeah. He like, you gonna do it? They say the winner get $10,000, a song with London on the track, a singles deal with 300 Entertainment. I'm like, no. He like, what you mean, no? I'm like, man, I got to get my life together, man. I don't know what's going on, but I don't really know if this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And he was like, man, you already at the bottom. All you can go is up, man. You need to do it. Like, I know I say you trash. I know I say everybody trash, but you really got it, right?
Yeah.
So you need to do it. So I called my man's Fish, and I'm like, Fish, I don't got no money, right? But I need you to do the submission video for me for this contest. And when I win, I'm going to give you the money. And he like, yo, I done did like 5 videos today off of this. What you mean you just going to win? I'm like, I don't know. I could feel it. He was like, you know what, Supe? All right, and he pull up to my crib. I throw on my Lead Dog shirt. Shout out to my homie Lead Dog.
Yeah.
And I rap like my life was on the line. Like if somebody was like, by a flick of a switch, you gonna live or die off of this verse. I gave it all I had and I did it. And maybe 3 weeks went by and I didn't hear from the Freestyle 50, so I thought I didn't get it. And one morning, man, I get a call from this lady, Janice Green. Some guy just told me, boy, answer the phone. I answer it. I'm like, who this? I'm thinking this is a bill collector. She like, yo, is this Y.K Supe? So now, whoa, who called me by that name? Like, I ain't. She's like, yo, you did a submission video. I've been calling you for 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Right? And this is going to be my last time calling you. So I decided to call you off my personal cell phone to tell you I saw your submission video and I think it's dope. And you've made it to the top 20 in your city. Wow. And if so, right, I'm going to call you back and let you know if you made it into the top 5. I throw my phone, I jump up like never, like God giving me a break, right? Fast forward through the story, tell me why. 10 seconds later, my roommate knock on the door. Like, yo, I got some bad news. I say, yo, what's up? He said, yeah, we got 7 days to get out. I say, wait a minute. I just paid my rent last week.
Yeah.
How I got 7 days to get out? He was like, man, I was behind on rent. I lost my job, so I was taking your half of the rent and doing what I could, but we under new management, and anybody who behind on rent got to get out. So I was like, so you mean to tell me I got to go to Chicago and do this rap contest, and I got to come back and find somewhere where I'm going to stay at? I'm like, yo, you know what? Just get my money next week. So I asked my homegirl to let me borrow her car because my car was broken down, right? And she like, yo, so you mean to tell me you want to use my car to drive 8.5 hours to Chicago to rap for 60 seconds for a contest that isn't guaranteed? I said, that's exactly what I'm saying. She like, yo, you crazy, but I believe in you. Here's my car, but you got to give me an oil change. I only had $100 to my name. Oil change $40. So now I got 60, right? Man. So my DJ like, yo, this sound like some movie shit, right? Yeah. I'm finna go with you, and I'm gonna help you pay for this gas to get there and back. I'm like, we ain't stopping to get nothing to eat, none of that, right? And but I had a job now, and I just got this job, right? So now I got to make a choice where I'm making $8.25 an hour out the gate, which is messing with my ego because I got my college degree, right? And I'm like, yo, I should get a higher pay, which I did after a while, but I'm like, man. So I tell my boss, can I get off? She like, no, like, you work with kids, you are like the unit director, like, no. And I went anyway, right? And we drove 8.5 hours and we made it just in the nick of time, right? Like literally, I had to be there at 12. We made it to Chicago at 11:50 downtown. We had nowhere to park. We gave the keys to some valet at some hotel and was like, yo, we got you when we come out. We running down Michigan Avenue. I've never been to the radio station before, so I don't even know where I'm going. I just know the address, right? I get there. Some lady like, yo, you looking for the rap thing? I don't know how she even knew. Oh, wow. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, go that way. I get there. Somebody holding a sign saying Y.K Supe. Like, yo, where you been at? I'm like, yo, I just came from Alabama. They, Alabama? This is a local contest. I'm like, well, I'm from here, but I explain it later. We get up there.
Said, I'm legal, man.
I'm legal, man. I'm from here, man. My mail come here, man. I get up there, man, and it's 5 MCs, and I'm just like, yo, I can't believe it. Like, yo, I gotta win. Like, I'm finna lose my job. I gotta find somewhere to stay. Like, I don't got no car. Like, this is it. This is what it's gotta be. And next thing you know, they say, you going to Hollywood. Woo! Right? They say that. Me and my boy driving back to Alabama. He's like, yo, what you finna do? I'm like, man, I don't even know. But what I do know, if I win, everything gonna be all good. So I guess that's what we gonna do. And I went out to LA. Sway was there. Smack was there.
Wow.
London on the Track was there. Top from TDE was there. Russell Simmons was there. Big Boy. Everybody was there. It was like 5,000 people in this venue.
In the building.
And I ended up grinding and giving it all I got, and I just laid it all down, and I ended up winning. And that feeling to know how many times I lost and how many times I came up short, right? To win, right? It was a time when I ain't had no money. Take it back real quick, because I know we probably don't got all the time in the world, but at Club 47,
Yeah.
when I was in the midst of getting a job, they used to have a battle rap every week. In the winner of it, get $100, freestyling, right? I needed that $100. Gas to get to where I gotta go. Food, some noodles,
Facts.
waters, hot dogs, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Trenches talk. We talking trenches talk. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right.
So I'm rapping my heart out every week. With to them, it was just like whatever. But for me, I'm like, yo, I need this 100.
Yeah.
I need it.
I gotta
so
get mine.
from all of that to win this and get a singles deal with 300 Entertainment, song with London on the Track, $10,000. It was actually more than that. You know, in totality, it was just a crazy feeling, and it's all glory to God. And that gave me the confirmation. Because if you remember, I say, God, if music is really meant for me, show me a sign. And what sign can you get bigger than that?
That's providence, not coincidence. And I just want to say this. I believe I watched the video that you submitted. It was just you, and there was a white wall behind you.
Yup.
Now, this is for the real freestylers. When I tell you your breath control is crazy, because I'm listening to the music, right? I'm listening to the songs, and I'm like, all right, maybe he punched in on that. But when I saw that video, see, everybody say they want to freestyle. Everybody say they want to DJ, but they don't take the time to learn the skills. Bro, you earned that 10,000. And for anybody that's doubting me, you go look it up, Google Y.K Supe, and listen to that freestyle. You know what I'm saying? And you understand that's a lyricist, that's a freestyler, man. That's real hip hop.
Thank you, man. All glory to God.
And,
Thank you, man.
And
I
definitely,
appreciate that.
man. And see that's a wins and losses turns into championship
Man.
story right there.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is that you want to do, you got to really take your time, create a plan, truly document how you're going to get there step by step, and then follow that plan to perfection. And then you will end up where you want to be. Y.K Supe, I got to ask you this. It's a lot of things that I got to ask you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Again, feel like we just barely scratching the surface.
Yeah.
But I want people to understand that you were able to win the Verizon 50 Freestyle Challenge, and you were actually able to have the opportunity to be signed to 300 ENT.
Yes.
And so, how did that go? How did that wrap up?
I'm gonna sum that up real quick. So I ended up winning, and then basically the way the singles deals go is that you sign for one record, hit or miss. If the record hits, they usually want to sign you to an extension. If the record is not, you get dropped, right? Or they shelf you, or whatever the case may be. So when I ended up winning, we go to Big Boy in the morning immediately the next day. I'm featured in Billboard. I'm featured in the Chicago Tribune. All the biggest publications you would think of. I was on the Explore page on Instagram overnight. I only had like 3,000 followers at the time, and it jumped up like a couple thousand. Like I woke up, like I posted it, I woke up, and I get a call, you on the Explore page? Just there? I'm what? And I'm looking, I'm like, stop playing with me. Like it was just crazy, right? And what ended up happening was the paperwork, in my opinion, wasn't conducive with what my goal was long term.
Speaking about the contract,
because with these deals, I ain't gonna get too specifics, and it's just business. Shout out to Kevin Lau, shout out to 300, shout out to all of them. But for where I wanted to go as an artist and for how much time that I put into it, the situation didn't make sense long term. So I did do the song with London on the Track, which is on all streaming sites. It's called Run It Up. And I did end up building relationships with the camp, but what I was trying to do was they wanted to sign me to an extended contract, but it didn't make sense for what I had for myself. And I already waited this long, 6 years before I ever made $1 off of rap.
Right.
6 years, 8 years before I ever even got my first deal, which was a singles deal, right? So why sell myself short for this money, which is an advance that you have to pay back and recoup, and then they own your masters, and then they own your publishing, they get a piece of your merch, they get a piece of everything, which is a 360 deal, which is what most artists are actually in. Don't let them fool you. And I just looked at my worth, and you know, Kevin understood where I was coming from. And basically, when November of 2018 hit, that's when my singles deal was done, and I went back indie.
I'm gonna tell y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? So just from that particular story right there, go ahead.
One more thing, and,
yes, sir.
and to add, the deal was worth about $250,000.
Wow, that's the Master P story right there, bro.
Well, it's knowing your worth. You know what I'm saying? It's knowing your worth. Even though you're a young guy and you've been in the game, like P said, if y'all willing to pay me this much,
right? Imagine what I'm worth.
You know what I'm saying? So good luck, man. Good luck. So what's next, man? We in 2020. It's a new year. I'm hearing some new. You know what? Quick question. This is what I want to ask you.
All
Gang
right.
at the Front Door, which was on the Wave Report.
On the Wave Report.
The artwork is very specific. I mean, you got the, you know, the ski mask way is on there, but you got the graduation joint on with the diploma in the pocket and the stack, but you closing the door. Just break that quick imagery down. Talk about Gang at the Door real quick.
Gang at the Front Door is a joint produced by Jungle Boy Beats. And basically, that cover art that you're speaking on kind of coincides with what I said earlier in the interview about me living many different walks of life. Like one half of me, you know, I'm college educated. I'm in the greatest fraternity in the world, right? So usually when you think of somebody like that, you think of somebody who ain't coming from the hood, coming from the trenches, who really lived or seen or been around the things that these trap rappers really talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I was really there. This is a real thing. And because I was there, I had OGs who said, do as I say and not as I do, right? So now you got the educated brother, right? But then you also got the person who familiar with the trap, who familiar with the trenches, right? But with Gang at the Front Door means for anybody who got a goal, who trying to break through, you gang at the front door. Like when you right there, right? And you knocking and you beating and you ain't quite through yet, but you there. That's whether you trying to get a bigger job position, whether you trying to burst into the music industry, whether you want to get your lashes or your hair products off the ground, you at the front door. You just got to keep pushing and knock the door down. And once you through, you gone.
And you know what? You hear that in his music because there's a lot of times in your lyrics you say, yeah, but this what I don't do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, I hear you. You know what I'm saying? But we still get down and we do. You know what I'm saying? So salute, man. Salute, man.
Thank you. To God be the glory, man. Thank you.
So everybody that's watching, you know, with these different stories that Supe's been able to share with us, you know, these different periods in life, you understand why he's on the show with us. This young man has a great trajectory, you know what I'm saying, in terms of where you're headed. You know, this is just part one. We're going to have to come back and do part two, Supe. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we haven't even fully touched on everything. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But and Gang at the Front Door, he definitely got the gang in the building.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. YKMG, man.
So with all that said, we certainly want to thank you for coming to join us here on the come up.
Yes,
where
sir.
we curating the culture
16 bars at a time, baby.
At a time.
Speaking of 16.
And speaking of 16 bars.
It's about that time. So as you know, as is our tradition, bro, all I'm saying, the bar's been set high. But the crazy thing is, it's built for a cat like you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? It's built for a rhymer like YK Supe.
That's a fact.
So you know what I'm saying? We got the beat. We're going to make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Real
busy.
quick, though, you want to let people know before we get started where they can find you, where they can find the music?
Hey, man, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at yo_Supe, yo_SUPE. And you can follow me on Facebook at YK Supe. All that, Google, YouTube, YK Supe, man. For sure.
Right.
Yes, indeed. So it's just about that time. We got that thing queued up.
I believe we got it, man.
It's my favorite part of the segment of the whole show right here. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to pay attention.
Turn this beat up just a little bit.
Get in tune. We got the man, YK Supe himself.
Yeah. Hey, man, shout out to that boy Benny the Butcher, man. Rock Nation, Griselda, what's up? Yeah. Look, I say, Niggas talking down on us, but who the fuck you stopping, nigga? Get your ass up out the picture. I'm just out here cropping niggas. I come from a city where they just out here dropping niggas. So I gotta see the top, cause failing ain't no option, nigga. I'm trying to live a life that ain't nobody ever lived. I'm trying to do some things that ain't nobody ever did. Yes. I'm feeling so notorious, the way I do it big. I make you see so many bars, it's like you handling the bid. Ooh. When I ain't have a deal, ain't nobody wanna work with me, but then I got a deal and they expected me to work for free. What the fuck you tweaking on there? Where the hell they do that at? When I was broke and couldn't drop, ain't nobody pay for that. Doing shows, performing last, ain't nobody stay for that. So listen up to talk to me. I'ma need at least a rack. I need the stack to be exactly where I wanna be. Motherfuck the Twitter beef, cause that shit ain't no fun to me. Face to face is like a race, the way these people run from me. Niggas talking 30s, but please don't talk no guns to me. I ain't trying to be a goon, I'm just trying to spread the peace. But if it's down to you or me, then YK ain't gonna rest in peace. No. Facts. I ain't doing, hold on.
Alright.
Hold on, let me get loose.
Let's go, man.
Get loose.
Young King, let's go.
That's just a warmer right there. We about to go in one more time. YK Supe.
Set the tone. Hey, shout out to Trans Lee, man.
Word,
Get up
word.
with me, man. Huntsville native. Shout out to the whole hustle gang, man. Let me switch it up. Look. Baby feeling froggy, I take her back to my lily pad. We was on the gram, now I'm about to see if she really bad. Baby deaf, missing this beat, I know he really mad. In the whip doing some shit, but I don't wanna crash. I'm a spaz, when I be zoning, I kick it really fast. I be getting higher than most, the way I take a drag. Presidential be so official, so I'ma make it last. We be blowing Homer, me we smoking on better gas. Edible dripping and medical, got me incredible. Smoking and thumbing through paper, be looking so federal for real. A nigga really been a big deal, but a deal come with a fuck that I don't wanna give. If it's a 360, then miss me. My waves is the only thing spinning. We winning, you can't miss me. No. I don't want no niggas to represent me, and you can't be around if you be dealing with envy. I'm in a frenzy, man.
Alright.
Hey, yo, listen,
make
man.
some noise, man. Make some noise.
Yeah.
YK Supe.
Hey,
and
yo,
that's what you call freestyle, baby. You know what I'm saying?
And it's just like that. Hey, yo, YK.
Yeah.
They be hitting me up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Yo, I'm the next thing, man. Nah, I'm this, that, I'm that.
Yeah.
I'm like, word? Well, we got my man YK Supe that's gonna put it down. Can you follow that? If they can't follow that, bro, it's kind of hard for me to return a DM.
Hey, so it is what it is, man.
So listen, man. There it is, man. The come up. Presented by No Huntsville, where we're curating the culture 16
bars at a time, baby.
That's right.
Lloyd G.
Yes, sir.
It's another one. The bar has been set once again.
Man.
But YK Supe, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Oh yeah, we definitely got something for you. Hold on, Rob.
Appreciate
it, man.
Oh, hold on.
We got proper interview etiquette, man.
Ooh, oh wow, the YK gear,
years, man.
Okay.
That's that YKMG gear, man. These the OG hoodies, man. And it's a gift from us to you, man.
Man, hey, yo, listen, man. We certainly appreciate that. This is our first gift.
Love the. I just love the name, man. Young King Music Group.
That's right.
That says it all, man.
And this is exactly how you come up, bro.
Word.
Salute.
And we out, man.
Yo, Lloyd G. Good job, man. YK Supe. Good job, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Man. Alabama A&M movie here.
You feel me?
Yes, sir. You know I got me. I'm on. I'm on over here, man.
Mine on the way, right?
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. All right. We give more in. I got you.
Man. All right, so we rap. Man, but I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you this.
Yeah.
Look at CO. CO just turning it up.
Go ahead and ask the question. Because if you start rhyming in the middle of it, it ain't my fault, man.
Okay. Hey, we got some rhymers in the building.
Some rhymers in the building. I see them in the back.
Scratching their chin over there.
There's some rhymers in the building.
I cannot lie. I did not win every fight, but I do not give a damn. Because where I'm from,
was hard.
You can come back if you lost. Never come back if you ran. I'm from a city where they don't show pity. They catching a body for under $1,000.
That was hard. God. That was hard. Now,
I wanted that in the show, bro. You gotta
like this joint.
Yo.
Your favorite rapper in there and I still eat. I was like, oh, word? Oh, okay. That's how we get down.
Bro, you got to tell me about that one.
Listening to the bars,
man, listen, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Chicago is a gang banging city, right?
Man, I need
growing up, right? Woo. And when I was young, I didn't have any brothers and sisters, right?
Yeah.
My sister was born in 03.
Yeah.
So I was a kid that was outside, right? So if somebody do something to you, what I'm gonna do? Go home, ma. They just did this. She going, what you do?
Right.
Right?
Push you back out there.
Put you back out there, right? So it was a time in 3rd grade I got jumped on by some kids, right? And half of me was like, man, I don't even want to go back up there, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, but if I don't go, every time they see me, they gon' make fun of me. They gon' try me again, right? So I gotta be stand up. This is young, right? And I kept going back up there and I held my own and I grabbing shorties, asserting myself, doing what I gotta do to let it know like I'm not the one that y'all gon' do this with, right? So this is a real thing. Like I really got jumped on as a shorty. I really got mobbed on, got lumped up, went to the crib, told OG what happened, came back up there with my cousins and I did my thing. And that's when we was youngest. That's just real. You ain't gonna win them all, but as long as you be stand up, right?
Yeah.
And this is anything in life. You gonna get that respect that you deserve because it's earned and not given. So that's what inspired that line.
See, again, man, that's the part that I love about Supe. You know what I'm saying? The artistry aside, he's a stand-up man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta fight for yours, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's not always the prettiest thing, but sometimes you gotta do it.
Sometimes,
you know what I'm saying?
sometimes.
Supe. Long overdue.
Long overdue.
If they knew, you know what I'm saying? The love that you showed me before when I was trying to put this together, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't hold it against me. You brought it back and we got it done.
That's for sure, man. That's for sure.
I thank you, bro.
Nah, man, I thank you, man. I thank you. This show is gonna do great things. Same thing I said in the DM, it's gonna do great things.
Yeah.
I believe in it. I see it. The production, the lighting, the microphones, the camera phones, the questions, the
Big shout out, No Huntsville.
I believe in this and I'm proud of y'all, man.
Facts. All right, it's a wrap. Leave them beats on, though.
Leave the beats on, cause I'm a rap. I'm a rap.
And welcome back to the quarantine edition of the Wave Report. The top 5 hottest songs in Huntsville, Alabama. So let's go ahead and get into it. Number 5, we got MONAE, MONROE, and PIERRE coming in with Danger. These two dope lyrical MCs bring nothing but the heat on this particular track right here.
Up on the north, what you know about it? Gotta watch how you move and how you go about it. Niggas lost out on me, now they crossed out. Left the filter in my sink, I got a smart mouth. Nigga couldn't keep me round, so we talked down.
Y'all hear that? Dope lyrical talent coming in from the 256. Number 5, MONAE, MONROE, and PIERRE with Danger. Alright, number 4, we got one of my favorite rising artist, Jay Watkins, coming in with Talk to Him. This super dope, super lyrical MC brings nothing but straight fire on his whole track.
Let me talk to him.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
That's Jay Watkins going in. That's a mistake.
Started off with this rap shit, this was easy to me. It was easy, my nigga. When I was dead broke on my ass, niggas weren't believing in me. Look, I didn't get it then, but look, I see it now, that's where I needed to be. Cause look, fast forward, I'm the shit now when it's easy to see. What you know about thugging it out? Ain't no room in the house in the middle of wintertime. And your pocket's empty and your stomach
y'all hear that?
Sleep up for dinner time.
That's Jay Watkins going in. That's no mistake. Jay Watkins easily becoming one of my favorite MCs. Jay Watkins coming in number 4 with Talk to Him. Number 3, we got my man Jalen Kelly. Y'all know what Jalen Kelly does. He's talking to the ladies and he's letting them know that I may not always be the man that I should be, but I'm gonna be always the man that you want.
I understand that you don't ask for much, and maybe I ain't moving fast enough. And plus, when I'm drunk in the club with my niggas and you not there, but I don't text you right back, you be mad as fuck. Now you all on my line, arguing all the time, say I'm playing with your heart. Let me talk to your mind. Last time I fell in love, thought the stars would align, and they say time is money, and I lost all of mine. Trying to give ass the world, and my car got declined. It wasn't your fault, it was mine. I've been working hard, trying to better fruits of my labor, but only Jesus could turn water to wine. Watch me grow as a man. I know you be on edge when I roll with my friends. We living in the age where the only way to show that you feeling us giving up posts on the gram. Shit. But I know what you say.
Number 3, Jalen Kelly,
stand all these other hoes trying to live a hot girl summer. But shit, I even let you try to boat.
All right, y'all. Top 2. Who is it this week? We got number 2, my man making his return to the countdown, King KWOFI with 9/11.
Get me on the line and have it. Tell me if they got they sound of seating in their time together. Let them know I'm rapping. Let them know I'm slapping. They should go and get their lineup ready. 9/11, 9/11. Get me on the line and have it. Tell me if they got they sound of seating in their time together. Let them know I'm rapping. They should go and get their lineup ready. Let them know I'm rapping. They should go and get their lineup ready.
It's your man, it's your boy, it's your king, you should know it. I've been thinking, I've been rhyming, I've been grinding, you should know it. All I speak, all I eat, all I think, you should know it. Royal facts, royal things, royal black, you should know it. I say I'm a king and you ask me how I'm living. Living like
a king. This list right here is full of nothing but dope lyrical MCs, and King KWOFI holds no punches with his song 9/11. King KWOFI is definitely taking the reins as one of the top MCs in Huntsville with this song right here, 9/11. Number 2, King KWOFI. All right, y'all, man, this is a list of firsts. We have another artist making their return, but this time he has made his way all the way to number 1. Y'all know who it is, the pretty boy himself, Pretty Boy FLOYD, in at number 1 with It's Up.
Damn, VG, you made this?
Planet you tough, you bluff, tough, bluff. Planet got beef, but what? Got beef, but what? Got beef, but what? Chasing the bag and such. Fuck with the gang and touch. Fuck with the gang and touch. I can't entertain it, bro. Claim that you tough, you bluff. Say that it's up, it's stuck. Claim they got beef for what? These niggas mad at us. Chasing the bag and such. Fuck with the gang and touch. You niggas lame as fuck. I can't entertain it, bro. Claim that you tough, you bluff. Say that it's up, it's stuck. Claim they got beef for what? These niggas mad at us. Chasing the bag and such. Fuck with the gang, get touched. You niggas lame as fuck. I can't entertain it, bruh. You niggas lame as fuck. You mad at us? We chasing the bag and such. Fuck with the gang, get touched. You praying for luck. Your bitch been ready to fuck. Take it down through. Now she get passed to the crew. Project baby be the 2. Never call lacking. These niggas really be slacking. Beat the pussy Michael Jackson. All on they necks. They really mad cause I'm next. Breaking thumbs, counting checks. I'm never gon' flex. Hop on the beat cause a wreck. Niggas foul, call a tech. I'm really the best. Strapped up like a vest. Gotta die by respect. Fuck nigga move. Whole crew coming through. Slap a nigga out of shoot.
If you ever been to a live Pretty Boy show, you know exactly how it goes down when this song comes on. It's nothing but energy, nothing but straight fire, and he's taking through his hood with this particular song right here. It's Up, number 1 from the Pretty Boy himself, Pretty Boy FLOYD. All right, y'all, that wraps it up with the Wave Report, top 5 hottest songs in Huntsville, Alabama, and this has been the Quarantine Edition. Much love to Y.K Supe for coming on the show, and make sure y'all go get that new album from Y.K Supe, Raw, Rapping All Wrong. Much love. Till next time. 1.